Hi guys, it's Carissa and it is time for my May favorites. And if you will please excuse my hair, it looks alright right now, but it sort of keeps just frizzing out of control because it has been raining here for days, just for days. We have flooding in my backyard because we have a stream in my backyard. Do you want to see it?
That is the stream, and if you can see where the grass is there, that's where it usually ends, and it's usually a lot more shallow than that.
So I know that there has been some horrible flooding in some areas in the States and that there's droughts in California and it's a huge mess. So I'm not going to complain because it could be much worse on both ends of the spectrum. Plus the ducks love it. The ducks have been swimming around an awful lot and they're really cute with their fuzzy little babies. The first item in my favorites video this month is something I wore pretty much every day. And I think that it's one of those things that seems like it's only relevant to certain people, but if there's only a couple of you out there that could benefit from knowing about this, it's worth sharing. I did break down and purchase some new bras at the beginning of this month. The reason I say that is I have not changed bra sizes, but I still feel like my bras were ill-fitting and they weren't creating the silhouette that I wanted in my clothing. I'm very particular and there's a very specific style of bra that I prefer, which is slowly, actually I shouldn't say slowly, it's pretty rapidly disappearing from the world. What I prefer is a stretchy cup like this, which is usually known as like a minimizer style, with a lace on the top. And the reason I say that is because, it's not because I'm trying to be all sexy and here's my lace bra. It's because that is the only way that for my particular breast shape, that I don't cut into the cups of the bra. So I don't get a severe line with kind of like that double boob effect going on. And that happens with pretty much any bra that has a harsh stopping point, just a straight line across the top of the cup. Now I did find these and I found one in the store in my size and then I tracked the rest of them down on eBay. This is the Liliette Minimizer. I saved one of the tags. It's the one that's labeled Elegant Lift and Smooth. Usually there's a big tag across the top of the hanger. And I wear a size 40. You can find a million bras that have a stretchy cup like this, but they don't have the lace to transition from the cup to your skin. And so I get a lot of pulling there and I get the indent like I've been belly aching about. What I also really like about this is that I know there's a lot of companies who have been moving the strap adjustment to the front, so it's a lot more of a simple task to change the length of your straps. So I've just been really pleased with these. I bought, I think, 6 of them for an incredibly reasonable price through eBay. And if you're interested in finding them at all, I will make sure to have information on them linked below. So my next favorite this month has been a fragrance, and I don't normally wear the same fragrance repetitively. I will usually switch things up. Most of the time I just wear a vanilla fragrance oil, and if I want to, one little spritz of one of my perfumes. But there's one that I've been reaching for over and over again, and I think it's just because I'm getting so excited for the summer weather, and it's a very nostalgic fragrance for me. It's this St. Tropez dispenser Smell Bent. I think I got this in a Pop Sugar box. I know this would not be for everyone. It smells like sunscreen. It smells like old-fashioned sunscreen. So I grew up in the early 80s as a little kid with my mom and her sister-in-laws sitting out and tanning in the sun in the yard on reclinable chairs, and I feel like this takes me back to running around in the grass, running around near the sprinkler while my mom and my aunts put on their tanning lotion. It was probably like a tanning lotion. I think that that is one of those scents that just makes you automatically feel happy. And so if I can walk around and provide the world a little whiff of that here and there, I am happy to do it. My next favorite is an app, and I'm recording on my phone right now, but I will tell you, I've already mentioned this in a previous video, but it is called Plant Nanny. And the reason that I downloaded it is because I lose track really easily of how much water I have had during the day. I ideally want to have 4 liters of water total, minimum, in a day. But unfortunately, I think there were times when I thought I was drinking more water than I was, or I would drink less and not really be sure. You pick out a plant and it comes to you as a little baby in the beginning. So it's this cute, sweet little plant with a little face. Basically just water your plant every time you have had the appropriate amount of water. And it keeps your plant growing, and then you get to save your plant and put it in a garden, and it produces seeds where you can get new backgrounds or different kinds of, you can like unlock different kinds of plants. And I know that it probably seems silly to some people, like, Carissa, just drink your water and quit goofing around. But honestly, some days I don't feel like drinking my water, or I would rather have some soda, because I don't count coffee or diet soda or if I have tea, anything like that. I don't count any of that. I only count my plain water that I drink. And so some days I'd rather have something else to drink, or I don't feel like drinking at all, and I'll open the app and I'll see my sad little plant, and sometimes it looks thirsty and it'll have like a little sad face if it's getting dried out, and I will feel guilty about this little virtual plant and drink my water so that my plant doesn't die. So lastly, almost every day I've been doing this Wolverine makeup look here. No, I have been wearing these 3 products together. And it's great for the days when, you know, before work, I do work at home, so I want to look nice in case anybody just stops by my house, which is my least favorite thing in the world, unexpected guests. I don't mean to be a grouch like that, but oh, you know what I'm saying. I like to try and I also feel better too. And I know that there have been studies done on that, like whether or not people who work in call centers should have a dress code or not, because they actually sound different and talk differently and act differently when they feel good about the way they look. So I don't know, I still put makeup on almost every day, even if I'm just running to the store for 2 little things and I'm going to be home for the rest of the day and won't see anybody else, I would still put something on. And I've been doing a really minimal, fast makeup look. It's kind of a summer thing for me to use mostly like cream eyeshadow sticks or pencils. And this is one that I've purchased recently. This is the Too Faced Bulletproof 24-Hour Shadow Liner. And this is the lighter of the 2 that I purchased. What is the name of this one? Mink. And it's this golden brown. So what I do is I put a very light dusting of shadow in my crease, and sometimes I'll even take a dirty shading brush like this and just use what was already on it to sort of create a transition in the crease. No primer or anything. And then I'll draw this all over my lid and just underneath the eye. Then what I've been doing is lining the upper and lower lids with this. This is the Rimmel Scandalized Crayon in Blackmail, so it's black. And I'll just put this on my upper and lower lids, and this is just a really nice dark black. It doesn't budge too much. If you needed to, you could powder around the eyes to prevent smudging, but I like to just kind of keep an eye on it and check. But I'll put that kind of like how I have it today, except I'm wearing brown today. And then what I would do is take this blue. This is called Blamed Blue. This is another Rimmel Scandalize. Okay, look at this color. And this has been such a fun thing to add to what is a very understated or sort of undone makeup look. Just something just to have on my face, basically. So I'll show you what I do with it. I'll just put it over the line here, just on the outer half of my eye. And it's not sharpened right now. I probably could stand to sharpen it. But I just add that like that in sort of a triangular shape. I'm not trying to wing it out or anything. I'm just trying to add a little wedge of color like that. I just love that little tiny bit of color with the brown and the black. It's such a nice combination, those 3 products. And, you know, then I slap on a little bit of mascara, and if I want to, I'd put more makeup on. But really, that's all I would feel like I need to look kind of put together in 5 minutes. So that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know what your favorite items were this month. And if you tried any of the stuff that I've mentioned here, I'll put as much information below this video in the description box as possible. But if you have any questions for me about any of these things, or anything at all, I guess, just ask them in the comments below. And I will talk to you guys soon. Have a happy June. Bye. Oh, that rhymed. I can't use that now, can I?